Decentralized finance, or DeFi, has grown exponentially over the past few years. Early adopters have put billions of dollars of digital assets into DeFi platforms to earn significant interest on their funds. But traditional financial institutions have been left behind, blocked by accessibility, compliance, and reporting issues. That is, until now. By creating a suite of tools and products, Alkemi Network is removing the constraints to provide a frictionless bridge for everyone to participate in DeFi. The flagship product, Alkemi Earn, is a decentralized borrowing and lending application that gives users a secure way to earn interest on their deposits and borrow a wide range of digital assets without giving up custody of their funds. Within Earn, users can choose between two separate digital asset pools, depending on their needs. The permission-verified pool, tailored to institutional requirements, enables KYC-approved users to participate in DeFi's high interest rates whilst remaining compliant and minimizing counterparty risk. Alternatively, users wishing to interact without KYC approval can use the permissionless open pool. Alkemi has also created Alkemi Connect to enable exchanges and custodians to offer their clients direct access to the Earn protocol. Exchange users can benefit from Alkemi Earn yields without leaving the platform. On top of earning interest, participants can also collect utility token rewards. These ALK governance tokens are used to propose and vote on improvements to determine the future of the network. This is how Alkemi Network is achieving their vision: building a decentralized liquidity network of institutional and individual participants, all sharing in utility rewards that are used to collectively govern the network. Alkemi Network, decentralized finance for everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for today's AMA. I'm Ryan. I am the CEO, and I am joined by my co-founders, Ben, who oversees our CXO, oversees marketing and user experience and user interface, and Brian, our Chief Strategy Officer, who oversees business development and ecosystem. So today we're going to be going through our roadmap upcoming up for Q4 and ahead, and to give you guys some updates. Also, please pay attention. During the AMA, we'll be dropping a link to a quiz competition for you guys to participate in. We'll be giving out some rewards after. So with that, Brian, you want to kick it off and with the kind of business update?
Yeah. Thanks, Ryan. Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you taking the time to hear some updates on all the cool things we're doing at Alkemi Network. As Ryan mentioned, I'm one of the co-founders of Alkemi Network and oversee everything on the business and ecosystem side, which includes also investors and users of the protocol directly. So a couple of exciting updates on our side. I'll be touching on just sort of the AUP, or what we call assets under protocol. Some of you might know that as TVL, or total value locked, as well as the users and some of the engagement we're seeing with the protocol directly through Alkemi Earn. I'll be touching on investors and sort of some of the nuances there of the different vesting schedules and how we're thinking about token economics and how to interact with the protocol directly using the governance token, which is ALK. And the third bucket I'll be touching on is just giving some updates on prospective things looking forward to as we move into Q4 and beyond in regards to business and ecosystem. So first off, I'm excited to say that we have over 85 institution-grade users now on the platform for Alkemi Earn verified pool. And this is all these users are KYC'd and solve these, what we call the trusted counterparty problem. These institutions are engaged directly borrowing and lending on the platform. We have right now, we're at around 30 million in total value locked, or what we call assets under protocol on the platform. We have a brand new fresh liquidity mining program that has been launched as of TGE, where we dedicated 35% of the token supply to this. And this is a 4-year program where users can actively earn Alkemi tokens as part of their borrowing and lending activities on the platform. So it's very exciting there. We're seeing a lot of interest on that. And then the other big update I'll touch on is just some of the use cases for the way the institutions are engaging on Alkemi Earned Verified. So one of the core use cases we're seeing a lot of is the working capital use case, whereby users are engaging. They have a large sum of like Bitcoin or ETH, for example, and they're looking to gain some interest on that. And they also need working capital liquidity in the form of stable coins. So we support, as many of our users know, we support 6 markets: Bitcoin, ETH, and a host of stable coins with a focus on USDC and DAI. So we're seeing a lot of activity and interest on the borrowing side in particular with USDC and DAI, and we continue to expect that to grow here as we move into the later part of this year and into next year. On the investor side, I'm excited to say that we're now through the token generation event, and the token is live and listed on a few decentralized exchanges. We started on Uniswap. It was set up by our community, and we have a lot of interesting use cases there on the governance side, and we're seeing a lot of active participation in the protocol. We now have over 5,000 token holders across the platform, and we're seeing the uptick in lots of activity and engagement with the protocol directly. In addition to being live on Uniswap for the token itself, it's also available on 1inch and SushiSwap right now. And then in terms of the token economics and ecosystem, so I'm going to share my screen here just to touch on a couple things on, I don't know if it allows me to share my screen. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Give me a sec. All right. So as you can see here, this is the overall vesting schedules of the different buckets and how the tokens have been split up. So we have 200 million token supply. The column on the left, as you know, as noted, it's in millions. The biggest bucket dedicated is to the ecosystem, where we have 35% of the token supply for liquidity mining activities, as well as that's post TGE and pre TGE. And then in addition to that, we have the 2 other sort of big buckets, are the 20% for the group of investors, which are split up into 5 classes. We were founded in 2018, as many of our community members know. And so we have, over the course of the life of the protocol and the company, we have 5 classes of investors. All are vesting at different timetables, ranging from 6 months to 48 months. Users who are investors who participated in Alkemi before the TGE have received all of their tokens and their entire allocation, but they are vesting in wallets directly over the life of their various vesting schedules and pro rata per the class. In addition to the investor bucket, we also have team and advisors, which is 20%, and the team is in it for the long term, vesting over 48 months. And we have lots of long-term commitment from the team around that. And then the third and sort of the fourth, and major bucket is sort of the founding entity allocation, which is for reserves and used for treasury use cases. Okay. And that's really it from my side. Well, I'm happy to get into a lot of this more if attendees on this call have questions. But with that, I'll turn it over to Ben, who's going to talk to you about the community side, as well as some of the interesting things we're doing on engagement and user experience. Over to you, Ben.
Hey guys, thanks, Brian. Hey everyone. So it's been an exciting time for community here over the past 6 months. We saw some amazing growth across all of our socials and community channels, with the addition of tens of thousands of followers across all platforms. We had some great engagement with our community meme, sticker, and video competitions, and tons of interest in our community airdrop. I would like to thank everyone for participating, and a big congratulations to all winners. And be sure to keep an eye out for any upcoming events and competitions. I'm excited to announce that this next month we're launching a bunch of AMAs, so stay tuned. We're aiming at doing 2 AMAs a week across various community groups and including various demographics and languages. So we're hoping to answer a lot of questions around Alkemi and the protocol. So please keep your eye out on our announcements TG channel, and keep an eye on those dates and times so you can tune in and find out some of the exciting stuff that we have upcoming here at Alkemi. I'm not sure if everyone's aware, but 3 months ago we launched the Community Advocate Program. Basically, this program was set up to let the community get involved and help participate in building and developing of the protocol. So if you have a set of skills that you would think are valuable and could help in terms of translation, video creation, design, please feel free to apply through our Telegram channel. There's a link that you can find in there to go through the application process. So yeah, please don't be shy and jump on there. On the UI UX front, we've been busy building out Alkemi 2.0 UI. We're looking at adding some really cool advanced reporting functionality, a more cleaner and more intuitive UI aimed at making it easier and for people to use and interact with the app. Also, we're looking at launching a light version of Earn. So if dark isn't your style, we have a light that might be a bit more interest to you. On the marketing PR side, we have a big marketing push coming up here the next month and beyond. We're looking at working with a bunch of KOLs, influencers, driving marketing campaigns will help build up TBL and increase our institutional onboarding and participation. That's pretty much it off the top of my head. On that note, I'll pass over to Ryan to give any updates he can on Alkemi product and tech.
Sure. Thanks, Ben. So I'll go through a couple updates. I'm going to mostly focus on the actual on-chain aspect of where we're at and what we're looking at doing. Right now, our kind of theme for Q4 this month with the engineering team is, if you guys are familiar with 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So our focus right now is really optimizing and refactoring our current build that we have deployed for Alkemi Earn version 1. This is to enable us to overcome contract size issues that we're currently having in order to add features into V2. So we anticipate having that work completed over the next couple months here to make the protocol a bit more efficient and for us to be able to build on top of it, as well as some new interfaces for calculating interest and being able to integrate with other kind of external smart contracts for composability and building into Alkemi Earn further. The other kind of main updates, and we've been getting a lot of kind of requests and help and support in these areas from different advisors and advocates in our community, have really been 2 things that we get asked a lot. One is looking at, when are you guys going to look at going to a layer 2 solution? And so just on the layer 2 solution, that is something we've been actively looking at and even putting up some just test deployments. The main issue we're running into right now with going to a layer 2 is really trying to facilitate how the token economics for liquidity wards and governance can actually work between 2 chains that have different block rates. So that's currently a design challenge that we're kind of working through right now. The other update that we're researching that we've gotten quite a lot of requests for is a more efficient way that collateral can be used, to be able to borrow. So, no longer 80%, 70% collateral rates. How can we make that more efficient? Or even potentially explore getting into a credit-based system, especially on the verified pool side where users are known. That is something else that we are actively researching and hoping to get into the design phase as well for this quarter. Just some quick updates kind of on the API backend side. We are looking to add GraphQL capability to our API this quarter, as well as releasing some kind of ecosystem integration apps for Gnosis Safe and possibly Ledger Live app as well. So that wraps on the product and ecosystem update for Q4.
Ash just asked a question. Uniswap was costly and very low liquidity. Is the team planning on any listings in the future and also adding liquidity? Brian, you want to handle that one?
Yeah, I can take it. So we can't comment publicly on future listings, mainly due to regulatory concerns, but we are working on addressing some of the inefficiencies around the token, and I expect there to be lots of exciting things in terms of token utility and engagement here in the coming months. So stay tuned.